Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Mark Timberlake, and I'm back with a brand new video. And today, guys, college football is right around the corner. NCAA college basketball season wrapped up. Confetti fell in Ann Arbor. May have said that in an earlier video, but which just saying, great time to be a Michigan fan if you're me. I got to be around to watching this football and basketball national championship. I don't know, maybe hockey or baseball is next. I don't know, we'll see. But college football is now about 4 months away, give or take. And there's a couple Big Ten, and most of you guys are Big Ten fans. There's a couple Big Ten teams to keep your eye on. Number one Big Ten team you need to keep your eye on is going to be Indiana, returning national champs. And everyone said, Mark Timberlake, dude, look who they lost. They lost a lot of people, including their starting quarterback, Fernando Mendoza. True, but they got Curt Cignetti at coach. As long as they got that guy at coach, you know, the coach who teams is the guy who never smiles. And when you see it, it's like, oh my God, there it is, that elusive Curt Cignetti smile. We've never seen it. As long as he's coaching, Indiana's going to have a good team. That guy knows how to recruit. He knows how to coach a team. So Indiana is definitely a team to keep an eye on. I think they still got a lot of pieces that maybe need to fall in place, but I think Curt Cignetti is the guy who can put those pieces in place. I definitely think you need to keep an eye on Indiana. Number two team you need to keep an eye on, Ohio State. Super upset that they didn't win the Big Ten championship. It still eluded to them. Finally got a win over Michigan in Ann Arbor. Jeremiah Smith's back. No one's been able to contain him. Ohio State's going to be a team to keep an eye on. They finally beat Michigan, which leads me into my next team, Michigan. New coach. Nope. No question about it. They got the new coach after what happened with Sherrone Moore. Long story. I'm sure most of you know, though. Quarterback. Going to be Bryce Underwood again, most likely, but I did hear there is some competition. They got big names. They got Herbstreit. They got Carr. A couple NFL quarterback names. A couple really good names. They're very recognizable in the backfield at quarterback. You got Samaj Morgan coming back, Donovan McCulley coming back, Jordan Marshall coming back, got the running back transfer from Oklahoma. Running back room stacked. Wide receiver room is stacked. Offensive line and defensive line are what you need to look at for Michigan. Number one, can they protect the quarterback? Number two, can they generate pressure? Because Michigan-Ohio State game is going to come down to this. They're not going to be able to contain Jeremiah Smith. Nobody is, unless maybe you double him, but then you leave someone else open. If you're Michigan, here's how you're going to be able to beat Ohio State. You need to have enough like the year they beat Ohio State with Jeremiah Smith. The first year they beat him, they didn't need to contain him because Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant were able to bring pressure. Michigan's defensive line needs to generate pressure. If you're Ohio State, it's going to come down to this. Can your offensive line protect your quarterback? So Ohio State need to keep an eye on, but that offensive line has got to get back in shape if they want to have a chance of doing anything this year. Winning the Natty this year. And if you're Michigan, your offensive line needs to get better, and your defensive line needs to be able to generate pressure. Next team I want to look at. Penn State. Penn State got a new coach. Fired James Franklin, got the new coach. Super upset coming off of a bad season. They're going to go in there and they're going to want to whoop the crap out of everybody they play. Like Michigan has a brutal schedule. They got to play Oklahoma in Ann Arbor, second game of the season. They got to play Penn State. They got to play Oregon. They got to play Ohio State. They got to play Indiana. They got a brutal schedule. I mean, obviously Ohio State and Oregon, Indiana, Penn State, who I think is going to be really good this year. Mad coming off a bad season. Then you got Oklahoma. Those are 5 very losable games. Now am I saying it's a guarantee they do lose those games? Absolutely not. Do I think there are 5 that they could lose though? Absolutely. So, I mean, another team you want to keep an eye on, Oregon. Oregon is a good team. Dan Lanning is upset they didn't do what they could have last year. They want to get back to the Quack Attack team. They were upset that they barely lost to Indiana and then got smoked by Indiana in the CFP. Oregon is a team to watch. They want to get back to the top. They want to be national champions. They want to get there. Potentially more than any other team in the Big Ten, they want to get there. So I guess we'll see how that plays out. Oregon is just a team that you want to keep an eye on. There's no other way to say it. And then the last team in the Big Ten that you want to keep an eye on, honestly, and people call me crazy if you don't think there's a team to keep an eye on, but I think it is, USC Trojans. The new style that USC's been playing with since they got in the Big Ten is scary. They are a scary team this year. I mean, I figure you got to keep an eye on USC. I mean, they're not the kind of team that you just walk in there and say, okay, cool, we're going to beat them. No, USC's a team you got to keep an eye on. So my big teams to keep an eye on this year in the Big Ten: Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, Penn State, USC, and Indiana. Those are the big 6 out of the 14 teams out of the 14 or however many teams are in there, 18 I think it is now. Out of the 18 teams that are in there, those are my 6 big teams that I think you should keep an eye on. For those of you who have watched Michigan-Ohio State's spring game, it's hard to say because Michigan didn't play any starters, at least not that much, because they didn't want to get them hurt. Same thing with Ohio State, and they're not really letting them tackle or anything, so here's all I'm going to say. I'm interested to see how this season plays out. I think it could be a lot of fun games to watch. I think it could be a lot of fun to watch. Anyways, that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you get notified of all my brand new videos upon their releases. Remember, if you guys can give me 3,000 hours of watch time, I'm going to drop a new line of merch. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, rock on. All for now. See ya.